So yes, this is WESTPOINT TV again, your most reliable information platform here in the township of WESTPOINT, and we're here basically with the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency and their leadership. From what we've seen, is a huge amount of LDA agents here, and there seems to be something that has to do with drug and drug related activities. As we've always said in our different videos, we have a responsibility to ensure that we bring you the workings of the LDA and the progress they are making in different areas. And so this is a part of WESTPOINT that not many people know to be a drug area, but the mere fact that the LDA's presence is here tells that they receive some credible intel, and we are going to work with them to ensure that everything, the public gets the best of information. So yeah, you're watching WESTPOINT TV, your most reliable platform, and this is Fanti Town at the end of WESTPOINT, and this is the house. So just so you know, the LDA is here in full. And so the O2 himself is also here, and this is the house that we think. This is the house that we think is being searched. As you can see, the LDA leadership is doing everything humanly possible to be as transparent as possible in terms of executing their statutory responsibilities. So keep watching WESTPOINT TV as we bring you live updates of the workings of the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency here in the township of WESTPOINT. Again, as we intimated earlier, this is their leadership. This is the leadership led by O2, and so it has to be something really credible to the extent that the O2 have got to come in WESTPOINT by himself. And so we're going to work with them in every way or form to ensure that this process is credible, transparent, and we bring you the real workings of the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. Again, you're watching WESTPOINT TV. We've always said to the public, well, and so we have a responsibility to bring you the founders, the actualities of the workings of the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency here in the township of WESTPOINT. And so the first house that the LDA have entered, that house is clear, and so they're making their way now to some of the places we consider main hubs of drug. And so we're moving with the team. The team is fully prepared with all of their agents as well as the O2 of the LDA. And so we're going to bring you every information at every step of the way. Just so you know, the first house that they searched, that house is free of drug. And there were young WESTPOINTers who were playing their cards before the LDA. They were searched also. And so those young WESTPOINTers have been made to go. And so we're following their workings. So yeah, as you can see, this is just more than just the search. It's intended to discourage drugs users and drug peddlers. As you can see, they have their hammers in their hand, their pound hammers, to be able to demolish drug and drug zones in the township of WESTPOINT. So we're following. Keep watching WESTPOINT TV as we bring you balanced and credible information as to the workings of the LDA, most especially here in the township of WESTPOINT with the presence of the O2 of the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. We have consistently said this group of the LDA leadership wants to do well. They well, whether in terms of the financial support, in terms of budgetary allocations, is a major challenge, but you can see from the different operations that they intend to do well. So we're following. I think this exercise is intended to discourage young people from, being in the ghettos. Young people must have an opportunity to go back to their parents' homes, must be able to get basic activities, basic work, basic skills, basic education for them to become change agents in society. Okay. So we'll follow this entire process to a logical conclusion. We think way more than just the drug. The presence here of the LDA in its leadership in the township of WESTPOINT speaks volume, and so we think it's commendable, it's laudable. It will serve as a deterrent for those crime committers, those violating the laws, the drug law, and those who are squarely involved with drug and drug-related activities. And so we're going through every nook and cranny of West Point as the LDA has vowed to do their work void of any form of sympathy, void of any form of reneging on their statutory responsibilities. As you can see, we're going through different corners in West Point, and maybe we'll get to the beach, but just their physical presence alone is demonstrating that the fight against drug is making significant impact here in the township of West Point. So continue to watch West Point TV Live as we follow the LDA, a group of Liberians that have sworn to either eradicate or minimize the flow of drug throughout Liberia. Thanks to the leadership of the new leadership of the LDA, headed by Honorable Fitz Gerard Biago and his school of officers, we think this is a laudable step, and we're going to be following to its logical conclusion. So yeah, this is another part of West Point. Yeah. So the director of operations LDA himself is on the field. The chief of manpower also is here in the township of West Point, and this is a boost for the DEA operations. This is also a boost for community residents to begin to have faith, to begin to have confidence in the LDA, to ensure that, to work with them in terms of providing information, against drug. Because one of the issues, one of the major reasons why drug continue to permeate our corridors is because community residents are seen to be accomplices in the fight against drug, to the extent that they withhold information, they protect these criminals. But then these kinds of security presence is important for us to be able to aid in the fight against corruption. So we're following the LDA as they're moving through every nook and cranny of West Point. Continue to watch and share West Point TV Live. Continue to share your West Point TV Live. This is one of your most credible online platforms here in the country, and we'll do nothing but bring you information, factual and balanced information as to the workings of the LDA and other societal ills. So please share the West Point TV Live. And like we said, this team here is being led by the LDA Director for Operations and the Chief of Manpower. And so it tells you this is a full team. This is one of the most elite team of the LDA. And their presence here means a lot for the people of West Point. Hello. And so we're in the Fantitan Belt. And like we said, you see some of the agents here, some of these officers have got their power hammer to ensure that any house that drug is found in, as per the law, I think that house is going to go down flat to the ground. And properties that are acquired as a result of drug must be confiscated as the law requires. And so we're going to be working closely with them to ensure that the law, and also to the fact that other civilians, people who at times made some allegations, we try as much as possible to bring you a balanced scale of the entire operations of the LDA. So it's still moving all around. Continue to watch and share West Point TV Live. Continue to watch and share West Point TV Live. This team is an elite team of the LDA, as we intimated earlier, because it is headed by serious agents. It is headed by the Chief of Operations, the Director of Operations LDA. That's the third man in command, and also the Chief of Manpower, and they're responsible to ensure that agents are in the field. And so it tells you the seriousness, it tells you the urgency as to how these people want to do work. You see community members, residents are commending the workings of the LDA. It tells you that their physical presence is important. And so you see the touring the community, ensuring that drug peddlers, drug victims allegedly are discouraged. And that's the essence, because if we cannot lay hands on, most times, the drug dealers, we can discourage the drug users so that they do not have the kind of market to be able to continue purchasing drugs. And so we think it's good. Thank you, Pauline Kokolo. Thank you, Royal Prince Jacqueline. Thank you, Arch Colonial Bwese, all of those watching, please continue to share West Point TV Live, share the workings of the LDA under the new leadership, a group of young men that have given their life to this fight, this deadly menace that is eating up the Liberian society, breaking down the fabric of our Liberian system. So yes, we make a serious turn all around, and the LDA from every indication. And so yes, let him come on. Okay. So we'll try to speak with the chief. We'll try to speak with the chief. Chief, will we grant you at least a minute interview? This is West Point TV. Okay, so where is he, sir? Where is he? Okay, sir. No problem, sir. So we've spoken with the chief of manpower, and so he said he's waiting for his boss, and when his boss comes, we're going to ask some important questions as it relates to the operations here in West Point. But again, their physical presence is actually something that is worth commending, and it's a deterrent for drug users, drug peddlers across the country. As the Oscar Mendy, thank you, commending the LDA for their work. And so we wait to hear from the leadership of the LDA, the essence of their operations here in the township of West Point today. And so these are elite agents, and they weigh more than the normal satellite Atlantic division, and so this has got to be an intel. So as you can see, this is the physical presence of the LDA. Francis Salati, thank you for following. Continue to share our live. This is the physical presence here of the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, and as you can see, all of the things that they're doing seem to be in line with the law, but most importantly is the fact that their physical presence here is deterring drug users, drug peddlers, drug smugglers, drug dealers from the township of West Point. And we think these kinds of operations needs to be routine. When they are routine, we have an opportunity to be able to ensure that the young generation is saved. Thank you, Paul, and thank you, Charles Kama. Let's continue to share the live. This is Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, and clearly what you see is the leadership to include the Director for Operations as well as Chief of Manpower of the LDA here in the township of West Point, specifically at the place called the end of the quota. So yeah, you see one of the community residents, Andrew Coffey, is trying to confer with the LDA Chief of Manpower, getting his contact as a means of creating community cohesiveness wherein they can be furnished with information as it relates to drug and drug-related activities. Because this menace, as we've said, is something that has eaten up the fabrics of our Liberian society, and so it has reached whether melting point or boiling point, but the LDA is in no way willing to compromise the issue of drug no longer. And so here we're following the activities. We'll try as much as possible to bring you every information regarding drug once we have the information. We also have a responsibility to protect public interest, to see that the workings of the LDA is in line with the laws of Liberia, and so that there is a balance in our report. So thank you, Kezo Loki, for following the live. Please continue to share our live. This is West Point TV. And so just the spectacle, just the optics of the LDA being here today says a lot to the people of West Point. It tells you their decision for a non-compliance in drug and drug-related activity. Let's go there. And so they've been asked to go close to the cabinet church. Now that's the Chief of Manpower right before us. and the team. We've asked to speak to him, but he will speak only if he's given the instruction or the green light by his boss, the director for operations. And so, yes, we're moving strictly to the Star of the Sea Catholic Church. We told the other team is there, and they're waiting for the entire team. And so, yes, this is LDA's operations in the township of West Point, and we'll follow them and provide you all of the information that are required to fight drug quite across the country. Thank you so much again. We can say nothing more than applaud the kind of work you do for the Liberian people. And so as you can see, the team is fully equipped team. Fully equipped team here, headed by the Director for Operations, Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. So yes, they've been asked to come to the Catholic Church. Yeah, this is the Catholic Church. Right behind this truck is the Catholic Church. Okay, so moving behind the Catholic Church here in Grand's yard on 406 West Point. So please share our life, ensure that these kinds of coverage reach as many persons as possible so that they get abreast with the workings of the LDEA, and so that the confidence of the public is restored in our security sector, so that people will not continuously look down on our elite security system, so that people will continue to have trust in the system, so that people will continue to build a level of cooperation, coordination with our security system. If you're watching, this is West Point TV. We're in Grand's yard, and we basically going to the beach, and the beach is the hub of drug activities in West Point. And so we've been given the green light to go on the beach, which is the hub of drug-related activities here in the township of West Point. And like we said, the DEA is fully prepared. Anybody who we think is caught, the law is going to be applied to its full weight. My name is Eric Kwahin. I'm your lead presenter for West Point TV. Please continue to share our work. Continue to share the workings of the LDEA. So moving throughout every nook and cranny, ensuring that the presence of the LDEA is felt. As congested as these corners are, the LDEA is still going to go there to ensure that the right thing is done, to ensure that the fight against drugs is realized. LDE have committed themselves to find drug every part of this world and bring it. Check out the place we'll find out. Hello? Let's just call the place, we'll show you the place. Any part of West Point call, we'll show you the place. Thank you, George Yankun. George D. Yankun, thank you for watching. Thank you, OPS Jesse Montgomery, for following.
Yes, sir. We keep behind the Catholic Church here. The things that keep no barricade, but we know the mirror that we're searching for. The Catholic Church. Yeah. When you're talking to the man, what you saying? The man that Woody play, like what you saying? Where is Woody place? That play where? They believe? No, he's one over there.
So yes, I think the description of where the other colleagues of the LDEA is a major issue. But yeah, the information is moving all around. Thank you, Chris Roberts. Thank you, whoever is watching. Please continue to share West Point TV Live. We're going to be providing you information, balanced, accurate, and credible information of the workings of the LDEA here in the township of West Point. Thank you, Ernest Ashon from GSA Road. Please continue to share our live. Ensure that the workings of the LDA cut across the country. Let our live reach as many persons as possible so that we can be able to restore trust in our security system, and so that we can be aware that the DEA wants to do everything to ensure that the issue of illicit drug is alleviated in Liberia. Thank you, Trapper. So we've intimated earlier that this is an elite patrol, a patrol that is headed here by the operation director of the LDA as well as the chief of manpower. It tells you the significance and importance of this operation and how we as community, as citizenry can be of help in the fight against drug. And so we play our part while the LDA is responsible for doing the larger part of the work. But again, we've consistently stressed on how the government must be able to aid the LDA in terms of the places they're falling short, in terms of the challenges, in terms of logistics, manpower, recruitment, salaries, and we think with these kinds of things, they will be prepared to fight in the show. Thank you, Madinga Care. Yeah, so this is around the Barber Way area in the township of West Point. We're moving strictly to 407. We're moving strictly into 407, a place that many people consider the hub of drug. Now, in fact, not many people, all of us are aware that it is the hub of drug here in the township of West Point. Thank you, Nelson. So we'll provide you all information. We're moving strictly. Okay, so this is where we are. This is on 407. This is on 407. This is where we are, and this seems to be a place that is barricaded. And once we have the opportunity to give the LDA the space, okay. And so this seems to be a major hub. Okay. So they receive information about a guy named Boom. Okay. So there is a guy named Boom, Elias Jelewala. I think they have the information here about this place. So we're here to bring you adequate information. This is the area of Boom, also known as Jelewala, and I think they've gotten information about him, and so they're here to ensure the effect, the government's responsibility in the fight against drugs. So we are moving. We are moving.
We all will be heading on the new road.
Okay. Okay. And so we've been asked to stay a little bit far from the direct operations to ensure that the DEA have the opportunity to do the work. And so we'll continue to show you the physical presence here No arrests have been made yet. No drug have been found. Basically, here in the township of West Point, still working on intel, but we have got to give them some space to be able to do their work. And so, a direct instruction has been made, and they've opened this place altogether. Yes. Of the guy who is known to be Boom Chelewala, a potential drug dealer. And so, yeah, I think this person needs no introduction in West Point. There are a lot of people who have had information about this name. And so the LDA is basically here to ensure that this place is searched, and if signs of drug and drug-related activities happens, you'll be fully informed, because we're here bringing everything live. And so yes, this is a potential drug dealer, it's an alleged drug dealer, a guy named Jelewala or Boom. And so we're here with the LDA ensuring that everything here is done the full don't know what this is. Don't know what this is. Don't know what this is for the LTA. Have not said anything about what kind of substance is this, and we can't see whether it is a drug or not until we can hear directly from the LDA. And so this search is being made in a clear view of our platform, and so we're here to create a balance between the public and the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. So yeah, continue to watch and share West Point TV. As we've intimated from the onset of this conversation, we'll work closely with the LDA to ensure their progress, highlight their challenges, and ensure that the public creates the necessary trust that is required for us to support our law enforcement agency in this deadly menace that continue to plague our Liberian young people. So that's the got code. So you can see the chief of manpower himself, and this bag is something that has something inside. Well, it's called a code for lock. It's locked, and it needs the code. So thank you, Alfred Colley. Thank you, everybody who watching. Continue to share our West Point TV live. This is a major boost for the LDA. This is a direct assault on drug and drug-related activities. The LDA is deliberate about every actions they're taking about drug in this country, most especially under the new leadership. We've seen where the LDA have made some huge arrests from different parts of Liberia, from Cape Mount, from Iron Gate, from Center Street, from Johnson Street, and different parts of the country. And so we think this is a major step. The LDA is going to search every major thing here. So again, if you're watching, this is the residence of an alleged drug dealer, a potential drug dealer named Boom, alias Jelewala. And so the LDA have gotten information, and they're trying to show. Thank you for watching from Zubatan. Please continue to share our live. Thank you for watching from the US. Thank you for watching from Canada. This is West Point TV. So that's the chief of manpower there, and ensuring that this search is done in a full view of the camera. Thank you, Peter Vapula. Yeah. So they've lifted the mattress. Stay it. So yeah, this is the work of the LTE. It's showing that something has been found. Don't know what it is. Don't know what it is. More like tablet. Don't know what kind of tablet it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the LDA is showing that some level of fair play, in fact, a full level of fair play and transparency has been done. I take him Nelly B. Nelly. Thank you for watching from Dubai. Thanks to the LDA for the step taken with us. We think it's laudable. We must all commend the LDA in this fight. We must also be able to aid them in terms of coordination, providing the right kind of information. Though not a security personnel, to the success of law enforcement cannot be done in the absence of community coordination. So it's important for us as citizenry to be able to help in coordinating, providing information as it relates to some of these menaces that plague us as a people. So from all indication, this place seems clear. This place seems clear. Well, one thing you can rule out that it is an open knowledge for the community that the owner of this place is an alleged drug dealer.
I mean, with us, sir.
Okay.
Heavy. Check us out, please.
And so yes, the LD have cleared this place. As you can see, this is a level of transparency here. And this tells you the confidence that is required for us to repost this at your security system. And so we're here to whether the parlor or the living room, very small and tight space. Pivot mode, check all the ceiling. Yeah, Payne Pusher same way she say, I'm really admiring the LDA and the hardworking. Exactly, we think so too. I think so too. So there's no joke here in the operations.
Oh, that's what my dear.
Oh. Okay. That's it. That's it. The LDA have uncovered it already. Here in the house belonging to the man named Jelawala and Alias Bomb Master. They have uncovered it. There's the drug related items. The LTE is going to bring them one by one. These are wraps of Kush. In the full view of the camera, it's here, right here in Zone 407 West Point, and they've seen it. Their intel have proven to be substantive, and so they didn't come here as a result of fake information. The LDA has uncovered them. Who knows whether they are more? As you can see, these are wraps of Kush. And so once this place is thoroughly searched, the public can be assured. Yeah, Melvin, bravo to the LDA. Thank you, Melvin, for watching from the United States. Thank you. Continue to share our live also so that the public knows the level of work that the LDA is putting in to ensure that this menace is reduced or, if possible, alleviated from this entire country. And so these are rejuvenated the vigor of the LDA to want to search more. And so they go into every clothes in this basket. So if you're watching the LD, I've uncovered something already.
Just get one place.
Okay. So this operation have proven. Maurice, I say Jelawala, you should know him. You should know him. You should know him, Maurice, I say. Melvin, we said great work from the LDA. Many thanks to the team for the job well done. Yes, the LDA have done it again. No matter what they will discourage drug from every nook and cranny of our society once we provide them with the right information. What is this? Okay, sandbag. Sandbag. We don't know what sandbag is doing here in the house. Okay. Okay.
Get plastic.
So still getting some of the wraps of Kush. Okay. Emmanuel GK. So yes, I think the law for the LDA continue to go at an exponential level, most especially this new team of LDA leadership. They have demonstrated in every way or form that they have the wherewithal to fight against fraud. If the right budgetary allocations are made, if the right logistical supports are given them, if the right manpower gets the right kind of training, we think they're prepared to fight drug and fight it to the teeth. And so yes, we also have a responsibility to support them as a people. Continue to share West Point TV Live. This is one of the places you will find adequate, balanced, and reliable information. As you can see, the LDA have not tampered with any property here. In the first room, there were phones saw and they were left right inside the room until they have found out.
Open the two cover on under. Yeah.
So the LDA is not living in this store. Turn. So all of you who are watching, you've seen the level of work that is being done here. Can't see what substance is that, but the LD are the ones trained in these areas, and so they know exactly what they're searching for. Anything that is not drug related here, they demonstrated that they're not going to get us wrong with them.
Okay, I think we're done.
So we just heard the chief of manpower giving clearing the place already with what has been established and found. So the place is now coming outside. As you can see, no property is being temporarily added the drug that was found, and there's the FOCs adding to the list of their already secure evidences in a bag. Yes, Melvin Robert, we recommended that. And so the team also followed the live, the leadership of the LDA followed the live. I think they will make the necessary adjustments. And so you see they've secured that's the storage of all of the illicit drugs they found, and somebody's in charge, and this is the place here in 407 West Point.
We're leaving here. Take care of your house. Okay.
And so,
in the house, we found drugs there. So we leave in, please, in the room. Don't move.
and so clearly we can attest to that. Take West Point TV's word for it. Credible, balanced, and reliable drug was found here in Jelewala's place, and the LD is leaving. Joseph, well, you know, this is 407 around before reaching the Samson Young Estate. That's where we are, and there's another area that is still going to. Continue to share our live, continue to watch, continue to support West Point TV in a way that the workings of the LDA is not shadowed by any form of politics, but a genuine sense of patriotism that these officers are rendering to the state, the sacrifices they're making to ensure that all of us have the opportunity to live better life. Yes, I buy with you, Thomas Wu. The LDA is the right team. Liberian have the right team. The chief of manpower is very clear. He's keeping all his officers in line. Nobody is going to go outside their scope. And so he's clear that the LDA and the officers and all of the agents will ensure to be in line. We're working the confines of the law. We think that is good. I think it's important for the public, as there are lots of people here consuming the information that we're providing. And so it's important for the sanctity of the LDA to be kept intact, and that is exactly what he's doing here. He's ensuring that all of his officers are kept in line. Nobody go above their scope. We're going to the beach, and again, this is where all of the ghettos are. So we're going to the beach. Let's see what happens next. So yeah, already in 407, and we're going to the beach. So yeah, Clipper pay. So now whether they have rate, I think there's a ghetto rate and ghetto operation. It doesn't necessarily require a rate. I've not asked them. I've not had the time to speak with the LDA, other than the fact that I'm only covering, and before the end of this broadcast, before the end of this live, we will speak to them. We'll ask some of those hard questions. So yes, this is the operations here in the township of West Point, being led by the Director for Operations as well as the Chief of Manpower, Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. Yeah, Morris, yes, I agree with you. The LDA need to have citizens informed because they cannot fight drug in the absence of adequate information. Law enforcement officers can only be effective when you have the right kind of information and when the community. So this is the next part of West Point we are. Another part of West Point here. Obadiah Moyne, a great job.
Where is the room? Where is the room? Where is it?
Where's your room?
Where is it?
So we also been told that one Mark is an alleged drug dealer and the LDA have come to his place. He's not around. The LDA is conferring with the leadership to make a decision as to what to do, and we'll keep the camera on them as much as possible. Yes, sir. Tasso, this lady is doing Tasso market, and I think she happened to live in the same house where it is alleged that one Mark is doing business, and so the LDA is working to ensure that they get the right kind of information, and their operations here will meet the best practice of the LDA. So yeah, this is how you restore confidence in the security sector when you become very deliberate about the actions you take. Become very deliberate about the things that you fight against drug, your scope of operations, and that's how the public begins to get confidence in you. So we are going everywhere. We're going everywhere. You want to join a live video? Yes. How are you? So yeah, we're in 407 and the LDA is clear about the operations here. We're ensure to terrorize this place. Sorry, terrorize is the wrong word. We're in a context to be able to ensure that drug peddlers there should be no space for drug and drug related activities here. And so yeah, the LDA is doing seriously well. And we have a responsibility to bring you their workings. We also have a responsibility to talk about their flaws where we think they're not falling in line with the law. We have a responsibility to bring that to the public so as to ensure that a balanced, accurate and fair dissemination of information is done. So yes. See, if you've ever been to West Point, you will as a means of so in a very tight corner here in 407 on the beach, and the LDA is trying to open another place that is considered Whether a warehouse.
That is the
What is he trying to escape?
because of behind there. Somebody get blue behind there black.
So yes, if you follow me,
Nowhere going for. But don't let us special. I want to
Priest. Monitor and priest.
Not breeze.
I breeze on one more
You say breeze?
No, from my side, from my end.
so from what we gathering, somebody is attempting to walk over the zinc. We've not seen the person, we've not laid eyes on the person. I think that's just the LDA's observation. Imagine this small corner, it's difficult to open. What could possibly be the reason for such a security measure?
Go back the pole, tell him, Jara, they'll cross it for him.
You see, so somebody is running on top of the zinc. Already escaped. Yes, we've always said that the criminal most times are steps ahead, and so this guy managed to use the zinc. We've not seen him, but he's used the way of the zinc. Yes. So yeah, one of the things that we've also talked about is the community embrace of these kinds of activities. The community have demonstrated not to be cooperative with LGA, and we think it's important. You see, this is a stairs. This is a stairway, and that's how the guy managed to walk on top of the sea. All my life in West Point, I have not known this building, even though I have been a community leader. How you doing? So this is where the guy passed on top of the sea. This is where the person passed. They didn't know this place existed in West Point, and somebody walked through and ran on top of the sea. The lady has confirmed that she saw the man, but she doesn't know him. And so, coming to her place. But he have given warning already. Wash your head. But you saw the man?
Sorry, man.
Yes, he's not
You say you saw the man?
You're doing it for your children now. Our children. The children, you see the feature of what we're fighting so. Yeah.
So you got money or phone today, you go there, yeah? Your money, phone, your personal money.
So the DA is about to search this place, and they've asked the lady here to take charge of her personal belongings, be it money, telephone, or valuables, because those are not their target. Their targets are trucks, and so so far she has not taken anything yet. We are witness to the fact that the DA have given her prior warning. Man, walk on top of the zinc, Chinese man. So you see the level of transparency. Even though the TA asked her to take her belongings, take her money, she refused and informed money, and so we will not carry our camera there. We just let you know that they've called female officer to be able to search this lady, and so we're not going to put our camera on that search. But once anything is found with her, we'll let you know. Please come and take your money. So you continue to see the level of transparency. Only what is being said, that the LDA will come and take people personal belonging monies. The DA continue to get her money get her personal stuff and give them to her.
Just
All
stay,
of them.
watch the search. Yeah?
Why you hiding from it? You take it from there. Just take your bag and take it out and put it down.
Yeah, so a direct command there from the
So,
chief of
okay,
manpower.
Come on this side. Do it right on there. Stay on that side.
We will not put the camera, but the chief of manpower is clear that she will have to search and say nobody is looking.
Put your money with you.
This
Put your
is-
money right on the bed. I remember that room.
I don't want to get in the room. I only grab pass with you. I just scale that off. I only grab, I can say, anybody in West Point.
Like wet here, right?
Yes, sir.
Put it down.
Where is it then?
Put this down.
So he's admitting that the only thing he does is sell grass. He is not involved with kush. He's not in-
If I go and buy my quarter, then I can't.
Where is the officer?
Okay, so bring the quarter now. You say you
No,
don't know the
they
man.
want-
He was here.
Yeah.
She said she don't know the man. She only saw the man running, going.
Yeah.
And the man have made it in front of everyone all that he only
Yeah,
sell grass.
I said,
Exactly.
Chief,
Excuse me, please.
Yes, sir. Give me the food. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So where is the grass?
Leave it.
Somebody can hold it, baby.
Where is the grass?
No, that only the one I was saying is finished.
It's not finished.
It's finished, sir. I will not lie to you. I can go. I can go and buy quarter. Listen to the food. That quarter I can go back to.
What's the officer, man?
I can go back quarter. But I can sell. I can
To search you well.
I can sell tramadol. I can sell push. Nothing I can sell.
Mama, my man, marijuana, I draws.
Yes, sir. No, that one part I can deny.
A contraband.
I can't deny it, sir. I can't deny it. The only thing I can sell. It's just that I fear that all.
So
I can sell
this community resident is clear that he sells grass. He's not involved with tramadol. He's not involved with kush. And yes, he was the one running on top of the zinc, and the woman here is his wife. Even though she initially said that she doesn't know him. And so the LTE is here, and they called a female officer to be able to search her.
Nothing you find here, Chief. I can sell kush. I can sell tramadol. No. I won't pass.
You sell marijuana.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
I won't pass.
So he's admitting before the life that he sells marijuana, and he ran as a result of fear.
Because of the fear. But when I say
I'm not a female.
So yeah, we're gonna test that the LTE have given back to her everything that she has, her money, her telephone, all in her possession. So as you can see, it's going under the mattress.
Yes, sir.
You are about to sell things.
I know it.
Not to be sold in Liberia.
Thank Guinea is not to be sold in Liberia.
Yeah, thank you. It's not to be sold in
Not to be
Liberia.
sold in
I know
Liberia.
it, Chief. That one part of my
All of this is the contraband.
I drink. When you're in a year, I can and you say, anything I drink. Nothing else there.
I wasn't me.
Hey, man, Papa, I can't sell it. I can't sell it. I can't sell tramadol. I can't sell it. Only pass on. That one part, only thing I can do. Sorry, grass. Yes, sir. No, the one was saying it for this. I come okay, that pork,
Fishing cock.
Just because of the fear and what you see.
So the LTE is continuing with the search here.
And just the money, you know, call the money. but less for fishing.
Yeah, those are fishing related activities.
Look, if I put, I mean, say, Chief, I can't do it. Chief, I can't do it. Just a fear. That the fear. I can't do it, Chief.
I can't,
I can't do it, Chief. That just the fear.
No, don't bust out you. Put it down.
So the TE is doing everything in line with the scope of operation.
Fishing for. What you can?
They can be used to let to float.
Core. Yeah, open you see how it
Oh yeah, used to. These are fishing core. Used to it makes the fishing net to float. So these are not drugs, they are fishing core. So don't know what is in this plastic. Or fishing hook. Take your time for it, Chucky. Fishing hook.
I can sell it in there. I can sell it in there. Yeah, because of the fear, but I can sell it in there. I can sell it, get out the fear.
So we do everything humanly possible to keep an eye on the workings of the LDA to ensure that there's transparency and accountability here, even from their side. Thankfully, we have a cordial working relationship and they're prepared to open up. They're also prepared to keep first in check. Telephone, money.
Your card, your phone, everything, right? Okay, man.
So,
cigarette leaving here. Already there.
No, y'all bring it. No. I mean, let go.
So yeah, the cigarettes also have been arrested. It's a contraband not to be sold in Liberia, and so the LDA has taken possession of it. The work here is still thorough. We're moving.
Yeah, for it. Yeah, what is it, man? You said, what kind of people in this spot?
So, this place.
Which one the car? Which one the car that bought? Sonny.
So you see this part of West Point?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're still working and we bringing to you live the entire activities of the LGA here in the township of West Point. Please continue to share our live video, continue to share so that their workings reach more persons, continue to share the workings of the LGA, as we have also been asking strong questions about their workings, also been asking about the level of transparency with LGA, also been asking about their ability to fight drugs, also been asking about their intention in the fight against drug, the level of sincerity also. Their operations now is a living testament of their intentions, and we can vouch for that. So yeah, if you know West Point, this is 407, and these are congested part of West Point, and so these are places where there are challenges with these kinds of fight, but again they rely on citizens to be able to aid in their workings. And so we want to say kudos, we say bravo. We'll also try as much as possible to report anything that is not in line with their scope of operation, and thankfully we've gotten a green light to be able to broadcast their activities. It speaks to transparency, and so let the public be aware. And some of you who are asking strong questions about gloves, some of you who are asking different questions, the leadership of the LDA is watching. The leadership of the LDA is watching. They see every comment and they're going to take you from the different issues that you raised. So as you can see, we're in different corners of the community. In different corners of the community, the LDA is basically walking through every single corner. Some of them are huge, but still they're taking a risk, even against their fiscal safety. Yeah, this is key for you, blood. Melvin said vocal. Yeah, this is key. Continue to watch WESTPOINT TV, continue to share our live, continue to allow more Liberians to get impressed with the workings of the LDA. Continue to share it, comments, and support us in every way and form so that we can be able to bring you information, balanced, accurate, and reliable. So yeah, we now behind Bowman's Video Club. Right behind Bowman's Video Club, the road that divides 406 and 404. This is exactly where we are. Bowman's Video Club. Yeah. Go on straight up. Thank you.
Let me go ahead.
No problem. So these are some of the challenges that come with the fight against drug use, especially for law enforcement officers who do not understand the community. It requires community approach, community involvement. So yes, I mean the sense of humor just tell the community embrace of the workings of the LDA, and so we will work with the LDA to ensure that we get some cameras. So yeah, we're on the main street, the main WESTPOINT street, and the guy who was arrested with the marijuana and the cigar is one of our friends, one of our sons. It is his, who has admitted that he only sells grass and he has nothing to do with push. And so here are the fleets of vehicles of the LDA. Here are their fleets, and so it tells you the level of seriousness that the LDA is putting in. Here are their fleets. These are people who have been arrested for drug. So, Omar, you mind if I ask you one question? Omar, we can ask you a question? Omar, what's your name? So the LDA have found a lot of substance with her. Please bring it. The LDA has found a lot of substance with her, and the LDA is about to display it, even though she's refusing to speak to us. But yes, we can attest to it. She's from WESTPOINT. Omar, can you say her name to us? Lucia Morris. Lucia Morris, can you verify that the LDA saw you with drugs? Did they see you with drugs? Ma Lucia, did they see you with drugs? But they saw you with drugs, not at your house. So this is Madam Lucia, and the LDA has found huge consignment of drugs. The LDA is going to make a public spectacle of these operations. These were, all of these schools were found with her. LDA is making a public spectacle. That's all right there.
Hello.
So those are tablets, drugs, push. She said it is not for her, but she will tell the LTA. She said it is not for her, but she will tell the LTA. Oh my, who has it? Oh my, not for you. Also cocaine. There are also cocaine. Push.
No cocaine there.
Oh, no cocaine, sorry. No cocaine. Sorry if you heard cocaine, there's no cocaine. Only push and tramadol. The owner agreed that it was fun with her, but she's not the owner of it. So she said it's for her son. That's it. This one has not been processed. This push has not been wrapped yet. And so this is the kind of spectacle the LDA is making to ensure that their work is actualized. Thank you, LDA. We'll continue to follow you. So yeah, so the other one, chief. What minister? So this is the director for operations, Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. Good afternoon, good evening, sir. I would like to specifically speak about your operations here in West Point today. What is the essence of your operations here in West Point today?
Operations to ensure that we make a very drug-free society. You know, we can tell you that we are very robust and prepared to ensure we win this fight. This fight on drugs is going to be won by the LDA.
So there are lots of people who argue that every time drugs are confiscated, the LDA do not normally burn it, they don't dispose of it, and it go right back in the market.
I can assure you that we are accountable to the public, and we're going to remain accountable to the public. The LDA knew before, it's not the LDA now. We're going to continuously engage and update our public as we go about our duties.
One last question, what is the level of working relationship with different communities? Because the reason for my background for my question is the fact that I'm aware that in the absence of proper community coordination, the LTA and other security apparatuses will not be able to achieve, success in their work. So what's the level of working relationship?
I can assure you that we are partnering with our other law enforcement agencies and are ensuring that we cement relationship with various communities. This thing going to be a community community going to take ownership of this exercise, and we are continuously engaged with our communities or engagements. So we are reaching out to various communities to ensure that we fetch the needed required information we need to do our work.
What final word to the West Point people? As you can see, it's spectacle and the optics is high.
We are saying that we need the cooperation of the people of West Point, and we're going to be here continuously, or we're going to launch a special operation here in West Point, or we can assure you that we're going to root out those involved with drug sale.
So thank you so very much. You listen to the operations director of the LTA. You also see the chief of manpower and the West Point satellite detachment commander. They're all here, and this is how we lead the LTA into these operations.